Another issue is having low lead quality. So again, this is true, and it's also kind of artificial, right? So it depends on your inbound sales process. There are bad leads that come through, no doubt. You'll get bad leads. Regardless of the channel, you're going to get bad leads. But some channels, and this is somewhat location dependent, because in some locations, Yelp actually works very well. I find that's pretty rare, but it does happen. And with some companies, right? It also depends on your process. Home Advisor does work well in some locations, and in others it doesn't. So it is somewhat location dependent. It is also channel dependent. We find if you can craft effective Google ad campaigns, if you can craft effective Facebook campaigns, you can get very high quality leads through both of those channels. Now, if you advertise and you don't really know what you're doing, if you're just kind of putting stuff up, hey, we paint houses, come to us, and you don't really know who you're marketing to, you haven't really identified your customer avatar, you don't know where they live, what they're looking for, what their messaging is, what platform they hang out on, then you are going to get more low quality leads. If you just use pay-per-lead services and it's just, hey, sell me leads, you're probably going to get low quality leads. The more you can customize it, the more you can target your direct avatar with your direct messaging, the higher quality leads you're going to get. But again, it is not always low lead quality. Sometimes it's actually your inbound sales process that's the problem. And then leads can also cost too much, right? If you're overly paying for your leads, then it's really hard to have a positive ROI on your marketing efforts, because you're not going to close every lead. No matter how good your inbound sales process is, I think you should be looking to close upwards of 50% or more of your leads, which for a lot of painting companies, that sounds remarkably high. Now, if you're maybe a little bit smaller painting company and you're generating all of your leads via referrals and word of mouth and repeat business, it's really easy to almost get kind of arrogant and think, well, I have a 75% close rate. Well, I would challenge you. Number one is you probably don't, because I think that tracking the data is not always done accurately. And number two, referrals, repeat business, that you should have an extremely high close rate of those. Those are the most powerful, easiest to close leads that can come through the door. Once you start reaching out and you go to, pay-per lead sites or paid advertising, by social media or Google or whatever, then you have cold leads. You have people coming in who are not already extremely predisposed to buy from you because their friend recommended you or because they've used you in the past. And that's where having a strong message and a strong conversion process, a strong inbound sales process set up, that's where that really is going to greatly affect your conversion rate. So do keep that in mind. If you think that you have no problem closing, but you only have one channel, and that's referrals or repeat business, well, you might have a problem closing when you expand and when you try to really grow your business more aggressively.